Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and today I'm back with a Manchester United angry rant. Yep, today we look back at when we lost at Anfield. I think the score was 2-0, I think, or 3-1 or something like that. But anyway, we were absolutely dog shit in that game, so yeah, let's listen back to it. Wow, how on earth were Manchester United able to stay in that game for so long? Answers on a postcard, please. Guys, this is Now, to start off with, I said, how on earth did we stay in that game for that long? Because I can remember back then we got absolutely outplayed by Liverpool in that fixture. Josh CJ and Manchester United have lost 2-0 to Liverpool at Anfield. In the first half, the first 10 minutes, we started off okay, but then later on, Liverpool just started opening up the floodgates. Zonal marking at corners. What the fuck is Brandon Williams doing against Van Dijk? There's only going to be one fucking winner, isn't there? No, I'm not blaming Brandon Williams or Harry Maguire. This is down to the coaching staff, you know, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Zonal marking. That was really bugging me. It was definitely down to the coaching staff why we were zonal marking. What on earth goes on in the training? I'm baffled. Because if that was like normal marking, maybe we could have cleared the ball, but that's an obvious goal for Liverpool. So 1-0 Liverpool. It then became 2-0, but it was disallowed by VAR because De Gea complaining of a foul. To me, I'm not too sure if it was or not, but he was very adamant that it was a foul. So he was protesting and he got himself the yellow cards. But I love seeing that passion from players, you know. They feel something's not quite gone their way. I love how they get all passionate. Because at the end of the day, they care about the club as much as us supporters do. So, yeah, I love that. Hats off to De Gea. Firmino was the one who put in the net. Then, again, Liverpool put the ball in the net and it got disallowed for offside. But that in the first half could have been a total embarrassment for Manchester United, you know. We played the back three or back five, whatever it was. You know, we went pretty much the same formation. We went to Old Trafford. But, you know, I knew this time that Liverpool were just going to be too strong for us, you know. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. To be fair, we played very well in that 1-1 draw back at Old Trafford. Yet that's played the day after my birthday in October. That game, because originally it was meant to be on my birthday, the 19th of October, but it got moved to the Sunday. In my opinion, we were real unlucky to not win that match. I'd have loved us to hang on and won. Today, probably his worst game in a Manchester United shirt, in my opinion, you know. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for him, because he's playing every week, and maybe he needs a rest, but he's got to do better than that, you know. Again, I'm saying the same for Daniel James, you know, poor today. I mean, did everything he could to get back to try and deny Salah that second goal, but again, only going to be one winner, you know. Just Pereira, do not get me started on Pereira, you know. I've had a rant about him loads of times, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yet again, fucking waiting until I'm this. Look how mad I got there. Looked like I almost touched the iPhone, how close I got to the camera. Wow. 75th minute to make a substitution with 15 minutes late. left. I mean, if you're going to make a substitution, make it sooner. You know, because when Mata came on and Greenwood, we actually looked a bit more confident. So why didn't we make those subs sooner? Yes, we're still in the game, but if we made the subs sooner, you never know, we might got an equaliser. Anthony Martial, how the fuck did you miss that chance? Literally had it on the plate and you pull it out of the bar. You've got to be converting those chances, Anthony Martial. Shocking miss from him. To be fair, near the start of the season at the beginning and midway through, Anthony Martial was missing quite a few chances, but recently he's been one of our top goal scorers. Marcus Rashford is out, injured, 2 to 3 months. For fuck's sakes, that's the last bit of news what we wanted to hear. Because Marcus Rashford has been in such good form, scoring loads of goals. Thank goodness play stopped so Marcus Rashford could come back fit again. But why the fuck was he put on against Wolves? If he's got a back injury, it was a gamble. I know, but, you know, now he's only injured worse and he's fucking out injured until about March or April. I mean, this season is just a write-off for Manchester United. And it's going to get even more shitter now, I believe, without Marcus Rashford. Quite strong words there, saying a write-off season. But, you know, we're finishing third in the Premier League and through to semi-finals of the Europa League, we could still win some silverware yet. And my message to the board is, and to the owners and Ed Woodward, fucking get that Bruno Fernandes deal over the line. You know, just pay the 60 million. If that's what Sporting Lisbon want, pay them. Otherwise, we're going to miss out on a really good player. And we need Bruno Fernandes. And we need a clinical striker because Marcus Rashford is out injured. But aren't these fucking greedy cunts going to get their money out? No. Wow. My fury now from the Glaziers. Wow. Right there. I'm just baffled, you know, how far Manchester United... I totally forgot I said that word. Years. We are 30 points behind Liverpool. I repeat, 3-0. 30. That number I've been using recently because Liverpool are Premier League champions for the first time in 30 years. I mean, they talk about a lot can happen in 30 years, and that bit I was watching on Match of Day 2 before the highlights, us winning all them league titles, you know, that's when we were in our prime. Now Liverpool are in their prime, we're on the decline, and the golfing class just shows how much of a rebuild is needed at Manchester United. So the Glaziers and Ed Woodward, get that fucking checkbook out, why don't you? We need players, you know, who can help us the rest of the season. And we need proper football director who can point in the right direction to their coaching staff about zonal marking does not work. We've conceded about 8 goals from zonal marking this season. Set pieces. That's unfucking acceptable by Manchester United standards. This shit shouldn't be happening. I'm fed up with it, you know. As soon as someone speaks to coaching staff and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, maybe we might see progress. But, you know, the more we do zonal marking, the more goals we'll concede. Oh yeah, big shout out to David De Gea for that save he made when Manchester United's player gave the ball away and Henderson hit it, and De Gea, full hand like that, and saved it. Unbelievable save. What a save. I know De Gea's had his critics this season, but he is still a world-class goalkeeper. And
he must have made a good save in that match if I said what a save he made, because how often did I use them words this season? Hardly any time.
Absolutely, 100%. We got Burnley in the week at Old Trafford. We must bounce back against them. Otherwise, the press and media would just be on our backs if we don't. But as the game itself, Manchester United today, they tried at times, I thought near the end of the first half, we're starting to come back into the game again, but we never really looked clinical enough. So this is a problem with Manchester United. They are just not clinical enough in front of goal. This is why we need to bring in a striker. Otherwise, where are the goals going to come from? You got Mason Greenwood, but he does not start every game. It seems like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just doesn't want to play Greenwood in the starting lineup for 2 games in a row for some reason. But, Greenwood, he shows passion and hunger, and that's absolutely fantastic. That's what I want to see, from a young player. Brandon Williams playing well. Luke Shaw, sometimes I'm critical of him, but I thought in the second half he was superb. But Juan Mata should have started instead of Andreas Pereira. Andreas Pereira, absolute dog shit, just got dominated during the game. Manchester United, each time they kept trying to keep hold of the ball. Poor passes allowed Liverpool to get the ball back, It's just absolutely ridiculous how we do not keep the ball. And if you watch Liverpool, watch with their through balls and how well they keep the ball. It's because they've got the players and we haven't. And if this isn't a wake-up call to the board to get that checkbook out, I don't know what the fuck is, They seriously, the Glazers and Woodwards need to fuck off out of this club before it gets worse. And I can see us getting worse. We need players urgently. Otherwise,
before Bruno Fernandes come in, just how much worse could it have got? Because it really was shit until Bruno Fernandes come in.
We'll have Chelsea better than us, Tottenham, maybe Arsenal if they sort themselves out, and Manchester United would just be like a complete mid-table team. That's all there is to it. Until this club is sorted out from top to bottom, expect more shit from Manchester United. And at Old Trafford, hoist your opinion and let's up the ante and start pointing a finger at Ed Woodward and the Glazers. It's as simple as that. We've had enough. About well over decades now, the Glazers don't have a fucking clue how to run the club. And we need to get our message across that us Manchester United fans are willing to take the strongest bit of action as possible to get our point of view across, that we will not be messed around. If you're listening, Glazers and Edwardsward, that is our warning to you. This is not a threat. It's an order that we want you fucking out of our club immediately. Seriously, they just need to do one. Just give us our club back and the supporters, because we do not deserve this shit. It's as simple as that. I'm sick and tired.
You can really tell how angry I was with Ed Woodward and the Glazers just by that tone of voice.
I watched Manchester United at Old Trafford 3 times this season, and I watch them at home on TV, and I'm bored. I'm tired of it. I've reached breaking points. We need change. We need proper management, proper leadership. You know, Roy Keane in the midfield, he's like, bang, you're going nowhere. You know, this is why we need Bruno Fernandes. He will bring that sort of buzz to the club. A creative midfielder may help out Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial, but to me, Anthony Martial is not good enough to be centre forward. He's good on the wing, but as a centre.
How wrong did he prove us, though, Anthony Martial, as the season went on?
Forward, just clearly useless. But us fans, we just want what's best for the club. And, you know, with the crossing in that has seriously got to improve. Otherwise, we're going to concede more goals and it's just going to be a nightmare. You know, I definitely feel sorry for David De Gea because he made some good saves, but what can he do? You know, he wanted to go up for that corner and he was halfway back to goal. By the time Mo Salah hit it, it was too late for him to get back, but I'm not going to blame him for that. But just some of these players seriously need to take a pay cut and just fuck off out here because, you know, leadership, where we don't have any leadership, it's what's holding Manchester United back. Right, let's get on to the player ratings. De Gea, I'll give an 8. What an absolute fantastic save he made. You know, that, I thought Liverpool, when I watched that bit on Match of the Day, I thought that maybe went wide or over the bar, but no, what a save by David De Gea. Unbelievable. Just shows you that he still has it in him to be a world-class goalkeeper. Romero's good, but out of the two, De Gea definitely still number one in my opinion. Aaron Wan-Bissaka 4. You know, just today looked tired and Liverpool really were having a field day against him. Liverpool had him on toast. So, yep, Harry Maguire, I'll give a 7. You know, I thought he defended very well. Victor Lindelof, 6. Did his job, you know, defended well, so that was really good. Luke Shaw, I'll give a 9, because I thought he was dreadful in the first half, but in the second half, you know, I thought he was absolutely fantastic, you know, tried to keep Liverpool out and giving it absolutely everything to play for the badge, you know. So that's why probably Luke Shaw is between Luke Shaw and Fred for man and match. So, yep, Brandon Williams, I'll give a 7, you know, just trying to make things happen as always. Matic, I'll give a 7. Yes, he's slow, but again, I thought he didn't do too bad at all. So, yep, Fred, I'll give a 9. You know, first half quite quiet, but in the second half, giving it absolutely everything. You know, trying to make things happen, taking shots outside the box, absolutely fantastic by Fred. Andreas Pereira, 2. I mean, just, he should be nowhere near this Manchester United team. We should have started one Mata. He would have done better. Yes, I know Mata doesn't have the pace, but he's a good creative player, one Mata. So that's why he should have started the match instead of Andreas Pereira. Daniel James, I mean, 2, just looked so tired, you know. He did everything he could to try and prevent Salah from scoring, but Salah literally was always going to have him on toast, you know. So I think he needs a rest, Daniel James. But with these injuries, what can we do, you know? We're literally screwed. And to Anthony Martial, I'll give a 5, because that miss, absolutely ridiculous, you know. Literally had it in front of him, golden opportunity and he puts it over the bar, you know. Just, I don't get what he was thinking, Anthony Martial. But anyway, the golfing class just shows that Liverpool, they have got fantastic players and a fantastic manager, and it's just Liverpool's football has been breathtaking this season. I mean, for them to be 30 points ahead of us, it's just, what more can you say? Absolutely so destroying for us Manchester United fans. And Liverpool fans saying, we're going to win the league, now you're going to believe us. They are. Liverpool are going to win the league, so even the fans are starting to believe it. It's over. We need to resign to the facts. I said now for about nearly 2 months that this title race is finished. It is 100% over, you know. I guess it's congratulations to them, but as for us, so many problems in this club. It's unbelievable. For us to get back to like near Liverpool's level, it could be 5 years, 10 years. I mean, who knows? The longer the Glazers stay, the longer Manchester United are going to be on the decline. It's as simple as that. Woodward, the Glazers, the coaching staff, they are the reason why Manchester United have fallen so badly. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's record is actually worse than Mourinho's last year. And after this fixture, Jose Mourinho was sacked last season. But I don't think for 1 minute Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will get sacked. But again, it just shows with his substitutions and that. He is tactically naive. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for his team selection today, I'm going to have to give a 5 out of 10, you know. Just, I see why we went defensive, but we need to do much more. I mean, come on, at the end of the day, it's against Liverpool, our bitter rivals, and it's a derby as well. Just very lucky to stay in the game for that long, Manchester United, you know. I mean, I'm pleased with them trying to make things happen, but not clinical enough. And this is how we need to have 4 or 5 players from Manchester United to get back anywhere near challenging for titles and returning back into Champions League football again. Well, there you have it. A record's broken again. A 20-minute match rant or review.
When United were playing so badly, my rant videos were getting very long. Like, this went on for 22 minutes and 2 seconds. Now recording this on 23 minutes into the video.
I've never done a 20-minute video before, so in the comments, let me know your thoughts of the game, who's your man of the match, and just where do we go from here. Burnley at Old Trafford, not going to be an easy game because they beat Leicester today. So that would give them some boost, but we have to respond. Join me on Tuesday for my match preview, the Manchester United versus Burnley game. And on Wednesday, join me for the match review or rant of the Manchester United versus Burnley game. Worrying times ahead for this club. 30 points behind Liverpool, on their way to their first league title in 30 years. It doesn't get much shitter than that for Manchester United. And to top it all off, Liverpool now hold the record in the most wins, 19 on the trot. They've overtaken Manchester City's consecutive wins of 18. Liverpool had a chance to do 19 wins on the trot when we played them at Old Trafford, but we denied them. But this time, there was no way we had a chance of denying Liverpool that longest unbeaten streak in the Premier League. Longest win run. I mean, just Glazers, Woodward, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, end of the season, just, I'm sorry, leave. Bye-bye.
Wow. I think it's safe to say,
Guys, this is
that was one of my best rants of the season. I used some very strong words there in that video. It's quite surprising some of the words I actually used, because that's how frustrated I was. You know, with my rants videos and that, I try and aim for like shorter videos. Some of them, when we were playing so badly, it was a lot to talk about, and I thought I'll do longer rants. So anyway, that was 2-0 away defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. Join me next week for another top 5 Manchester United rants. Comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you think of my rants from this season just gone. Yep. See you next week for another rant. Bye bye.